Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Magic damage, Gazillion is more of like a supportive style champion, more of a facilitation style champion. But it is going to be a very effective pick here. Speed up the Jinx in the late game, speed up the Xin, and buff him up in the
game spiking champion, having that extra spell pen, especially if opponents are not going to be building a ton of MR, which, I mean, when we look at the composition from TL, they're really not. Yurson's going to be taken down to pretty low, however, below 100 HP, even one more shot, and Team Liquid gets first blood before TS.
Bwipo is a very aggressive player, and Huni is kind of taking advantage of that, because until Bwipo gets some more sustain in,
oh, nice kick back onto Bjergsen there, but he does get the ulti off in time.
On cooldown.
Ayla's coming to try to help him, so they're going to get the flash out of the TL mid laner, but now Spica, he'll die next. Stolen Chrono Shift brings him back. It is a battle of resurrections, but it's TSM who get the first real kill here in the mid lane. Now Spica's got to try to get out. That bomb will...
which is going to have them feeling pretty damn good.
Yeah, TSM, they've got themselves that neutral...
Bjergsen moved down towards bot side, force out Kaido's TP. Now, Kaido goes top side, forces out Bjergsen's TP. But TSM posturing for a fight.
Okay, Yurson goes in for the engage. It's Ayla the target, and he's already gone. Yurson trying to get away, but the Ignite keeps on ticking, and it burns him down. 1 for 1. Supports are gone.
Stages where you can be pressured, where your cooldowns are long, where the bomb thresholds are weird. It can be very difficult to last hit perfectly, and Bjergsen's, I mean, that's always going to be concerning because Jinx's scales so incredibly well. But when you have the Zillion behind you, it enables you to
get away here as TL siege up on that tier 1 turret. A little bit more damage. Nice root comes out, and immediately Kaido is destroyed. TL put that together, picture perfect.
Yeah, Kaido game by any means.
Right.
And Huni's still not going to be nearly as powerful as the most powerful members on TL. So we'll see what TSM wants. It's not like when you're playing against Syndra and Syndra ulti in person, you always have that easy, obvious target. So that could make things more difficult. And TSM going to be able to grab this mid lane tier 1. So keeping the gold here pretty close, and we'll see if they want to fight come next dragon, utilizing that rumble.
Ooh, curtain call's already opened up. He's looking for Hans, but instead they're going to get Bwipo. TSM, they just go for the dog pile down mid lane with the second Herald. They end up nearly getting the tier 2 turret, and they're going to pick up the kill on Bwipo to keep the kills tied up.
And they will get the tier 2 turret here with the wave coming in. So gold should be in their favor, if not, you know, dead even. It's going to be really, really nice.
Your head
Something's going wrong if you can.
That's not an ideal gameplay scenario. At that point, there's something more wrong than the item.
Yeah, and we can see it's going to be Death Dance second here for Spica, so kind of expected there. Huni is just building some heal cut. He has his rocket belt. He may go toward...
Well, back now too. Spica is hovering around the area in the enemy jungle once again. Oh, but Kaido is going to stop here in the brush to try to fight back against Bwipo. Goes for the stasis there to make sure he doesn't die, but it's Hans Sama guaranteeing it with Super Mega Death Rocket Brand Insurance. Flash away from the equalizer. Bwipo trying to kite it out and fight it out and stay alive however he can. However, that minion wave walking up means the shotgun is not going to do it. But while TSM are responding to Team Liquid's top laner, Team Liquid are taking advantage across the map. They're going for the Baron. Nobody's nearby to stop it. This should be a freebie for the side of TL. You will...
Shoving, creating that pressure, drawing people to him. TL are on the chase, though, to try to meet up with this wave on bot side. Baron buff it up before it can actually be cleared out, and Spica may be caught.
Oh, Spica, he got greedy for the blue buff, and although he took it, Ayla's the one wearing it now. A pick on the jungler feels great for TL, and the War Machine ain't stopping. They just keep this push going. Bottom lane tier 2, mid lane tier 2, inhibitor.
23 minutes, and you're uncontested, just pushing into the base, taking the inhibitors. They got so many towers, TSM, and TSM still haven't even been able to have like a single decent fight with the Rumble. It's just, haven't been able to get anything happening.
Okay, well, the Drake is alive, and TSM are able to scare Team Liquid away from this one. Bjergsen has pretty much no mana to work with, almost entirely useless as the Zillion. Equalizer plus curtain call. Turrets still intact. Baron is not back up on the map for another 2 minutes, so TSM don't have to worry about TL making that play just yet. But it's still a 5,000 gold lead for TL, and it's still a situation where all of this darkness, all of this fog of war in their own jungle is so scary for TSM, because as soon as somebody gets caught out, it turns into this. Now, TSM are going to get one back in retaliation, So at least it's a 1-for-1 across the map, but it's TL with a better position as they have their minions flooding into the bot lane. They've got their minions coming into the top lane to help them push this remaining turret. A 1-for-1 is not so even after all.
No, not at all, because, I mean, they're at your base. They have the push. TSM have to go for these types of picks. I mean, W4D3 hasn't been that involved in the game, but the pressure, when they're going for him, they're having to send so many members. It's all going to be about this potential flank from Spica. The only conceivable way they win a fight is if you kick in Hans and kill him instantly, and he doesn't even react in time to the Chompers.
Spica wants to get away. Nice kick to disengage.
He threw in the Chompers to actually, check the brush, and he didn't react, so they get activated, and then you have to flash. And now Bjergsen catching out Huni.
Okay, Huni's gonna get caught here. It doesn't look good. Oh, Hans's rockets, man. That's an Infinity Edge rocket right there. Just write the name on the side of it.
That's brutal, man. You just can't move when you're going up against that Zillion. It's a double slow onto Huni there. He didn't even need a double bomb. He just double slows him 99% slow. As Ayla's down to take this fight, who cares? In goes Hans.
Well, Kaido wants to knock him away there with the Xinjiao. See, but Hans, man. Oh, the damage from Hans, it's so much. TSM, they're still trying to deal with this. Yursan's running away from Bwipo. Spica's alive, but remember, he already had to use his flash earlier. A stasis comes out to guarantee the Team Liquid support is not killed by the Jhin ulti in response.
Oh, man. This is like one of those things where you want to beat up your friend in a game, so you challenge them to the game. Bjergsen's like, hey, TSM, I'll smash you, you're having some fun with it. But then you start beating them too bad, and you're like, this is kind of feeling bad. Don't worry, dude. You're really good.
Yeah, it's like, my character's just broken. Don't worry, I'm just playing.
I play this game a lot more than you. Really.
You're just hoping he doesn't get up and leave at this point.
I'm getting lucky, It's my bad. So, Bjergsen gonna help finish this one out.
Bjergsen definitely gave the rest of TSM the Mad Catz controller on this one. He is player one, and he ain't shy about it.
Little brother plugged in, man.
Oh, man. Team Liquid takes down TSM not even 28 minutes into the game. It wasn't an...